There are over 36 regions on Earth so rich in life. They're called biodiversity hotspots. But few know why. Imagine walking through a rainforest, hearing the calls of hundreds of birds you've never seen before. You step over colorful frogs, past towering trees, and catch a glimpse of a monkey swinging above. Now imagine losing it all, because that's exactly what's happening in many biodiversity hotspots today. So, what are hotspots of biodiversity, and why do they matter more than ever before? A biodiversity hotspot is not just a place with lots of species. It must meet two strict criteria. First, it must have at least 1,500 species of vascular plants found nowhere else on Earth. Second, it must have lost at least 70% of its original natural vegetation, meaning it's under threat. In other words, these areas are not just rich in life. They're also critically endangered. This makes them ground zero for conservation efforts and vital to Earth's ecological balance. Let's take you to one of the most famous examples, the Amazon rainforest in South America. It's a dazzling home to jaguars, poison dart frogs, and over 40,000 plant species. But despite its fame, the Amazon is not technically a biodiversity hotspot. Why? Because it hasn't yet lost 70% of its natural vegetation, though deforestation is catching up fast. Now let's look at the Western Ghats in India, a true biodiversity hotspot. It's a mountain range that holds more endemic species than almost anywhere else in Asia. Tiny frogs that glow under UV light, snakes with no eyes, flowers that bloom once every 12 years. But these wonders exist on a knife's edge. Logging, agriculture, and development are eating away their habitat. Then there's Madagascar, an island so isolated, 90% of its species exists nowhere else. From lemurs to baobab trees, it's like stepping into an alternate version of Earth's evolution. But with its forests disappearing, many species are vanishing before we can even name them. So what's the big deal if we lose some plants or insects we've never heard of? Every creature in a biodiversity hotspot plays a role: pollinators, seed spreaders, pest controllers. Remove just a few, and the entire system begins to unravel like threads pulled from a web. These hotspots also hold secrets to our own survival: medicines, crops, and climate resilience. What are biodiversity hotspots, then, if not Earth's emergency rooms, where life hangs in delicate balance? We have 36 biodiversity hotspots today, from the Caribbean to the Horn of Africa to Borneo. Each one is a living library of evolution, and each one is running out of time. Protecting them doesn't just help animals and plants, it protects the very systems we rely on. Without them, we lose air quality, fresh water, and stable climates, not someday, but now. So the next time someone asks, what are biodiversity hotspots? Tell them it's where Earth fights for its future. Here's your simple takeaway. Every choice you make, what you buy, what you support, what you vote for ripples into these hotspots. And protecting them may be the single greatest thing we do for the generations after us.